Nation prophet, no. Nation, no.
Election prophecies and as I know, say no, if I saw the fellow, I can share that the spiritualist fellow, I can almost among the higher and as I do in the papa now, as I say, about discussing every afternoon. Now, when it's easy about the declare, so it was about the declare, and what could say is to be honest, so every about and that the papa now, so no, the prophecies in the some videos based so every abandoned film church. Maybe I said I want to see us on the side more church more every amount. How far?
That's what you say.
The hour for the
me I do not swear.
No man but your man kakamano. That's how the is in declare there but and I feel no doctor large man the by me so the casa is and natural say and this for as what is no if you Dr. Mama Bama and no also say if I will say
before semester no with the Mr. Wakabemo Makonya Bakubia Kamani Beji. Miss more prophecy the Magana and Mahama.
What prophecy?
In Yankola prophecy. Is it in the Yahoo?
Maybe. I forgot to me your comments at all no more at my Facebook and I feel in YouTube. Papa na say prophecy be at my patrol bonnet na yenko monitor.
You to abandon 7th.
Yeah.
In 28 I dey change no. And I do be 12 na me sunsun no be fa me. Or the make of be potin tin. And I'm so no sunsun to me ko ya hwem no akodu. Na me so ba ko ni pay. Na me wiawia. Timi ya me du fifi na me timi ko biem. E na osoma ne ma ne bi. E na ne ma no ho fe pa. O me ya ma no mbeje metata do me de me na ekodu na wo mu man ne mama no o mu ye huhu mu tin pa nye de ye no ne bi wu ti chi nkosua afa na mnu wi o ho abado mato no na me se an na me se wura wi e jo mahama o na edi no se amamu no me meka che Ghana for say Jo Muhammad ye nemo se kombetie me papa na nka Jo Muhammad 2 years on resign and that's all step down.
I didn't hear.
No amfa oba nemla.
In the vice.
Jino. I didn't amfa nemla because most is your land. No mani nyina amamori nyama ama na ebebu oba enu tina utia asema na nabas beka on the 9th mkoto aba no na edokre oba ni ntino muto aba ne de majo mahama jo kana asemi de beka Ghana fo bedi matem no se ko nim se wo na betimi akoka sa asemi nti ko na koka nti asemi nka te do mahama se o man 2 years pe me sa asemi social media for ko mu twanto wo se jo mahama bu man 2 years na se odede aka maame na NPP hwan obi amapa wa biem.
Nice, Jena na honorable, okay, vice, or Baba main president. Now,
Mama step down, but Mama no be church.
So no be vice.
Mama there is one go first wa resign when you president.
So who be the vice then?
It will no be you also there. Oh, person the neighbor. Now Mama ni more ideas. In the 2 years ago na Mama be twa no. When wa anya hwe sa 24 hour ko no when wa no.
Okay, na me ka say Dr. Alhaji Mamadou Bawumia ex vice president in declare there in answering in there but so far the econo sana mekano obe conceding with the defeat, no, any other no woman say that time no Bejina on any raining crop for Bejina or man speech, you know. How did you feel?
Media Faber be me born abaso.
Okay.
Why yen sadia papa? And before so be ban this for ne diga baye. Sami Jemfi. No better pressure man as na what why the brabonte I no defeat. What why the to be so mote. No me say ku akufo do say ku e be yakọ. Na baby adun de ye keka bom kura se de ya ntimi nye. Ntimi obi a twen se ba omia beba. Ba omia ma speech do. So bo video na ne yire Samila ne gina kire sere. Obi akodi ntwodie nke ehwe wonim kura na se ke hu like awreho kakra bi.
So what lose I know try.
Na what is all sere?
Now it has happened so
maybe me ma dwen kire no no.
Me no accept with akomapa.
Enya akomapa.
Doctor speech, you know, and my Dr. Alaji, Mama Dubaomi and speech, you know, and for money and say es male and pastor papa na e kana. Okay. Osmale, who was it?
Who said what?
No, sir.
I video of it. Men are new crony Casa, no Johnny Channel was asked one million and say what
what lose it? So when does that must you cry? Also, Uswana, you must not cry.
Missy,
accept it with Akumapa, everybody, papa, yeah.
Aha, who said I was Mahama, but we must be doing aggressive. It say I will have one or the other, and yes, I don't expect it. Your message about what's our Madonna for who said, I don't know, only doing a Green.
Obey the Bible. Happened, but the way I said, he was bold enough to
aggressive. But look at the mass and in your concert.
I have a video, no air family.
Following yesterday's presidential and parliamentary elections, Ghanaians at home and abroad have been sitting on tenterhooks awaiting the outcome of the election. Let me say that the data from our own internal collation of the election results indicate that former President, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, has won the presidential election decisively. The NDC has also won the parliamentary election, even though we await final collation for a number of seats. However, I believe ultimately that these will not change the overall outcome. I have just called His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to congratulate him as President-elect of the Republic of Ghana. I said during the signing of the Peace Pact that I was sure of two things. Ghana will win and peace will reign. The people of Ghana have spoken. The people have voted for change at this time, and we respect that decision with all humility. I thank God Almighty for how far He has brought me, and I submit to His will. I am making this concession speech before the official announcement by the Electoral Commission to avoid further tension and preserve the peace of our country. It is important that the world investor community continues to believe in the peaceful and democratic character of Ghana. These are our most important assets. Ghana is more important than our individual political ambitions, and we must always put Ghana first. While this was not our desired outcome, I say this is part of the democratic process.
After natural share in Sema, ex-vice president, the Tuja, and no. Madam Massimo will say, Hajia Samira, or Smiley, or Sresroa, who to be to comment anymore, Eddie, and my papa. I got a video number, or three. Who was Miss Bacco, Miss Who's yesterday. I was accepting no matter what, also accepted. So, what to imagine now in the first place. So also when you cheerful, what I say.
Cheerful was the day.
And yes, serious aggressive. They accept Papa was bold enough. No, aggressive. Enough. He was bold enough so big to step. Or you're going to be
serious. The better proof for Casa was a man, Rebecca J. was read that. Oh, my ministry. Sit at one video, Nana, and that was it to make up was it to Baba and not the silly one. So my secret, and yes, I will expect you. Baba, I said the two. When I for person now motomano, but yes, I do, and then talk about Jitum. So my secret, I'm asking you. I thought you know when you say, yeah, I'm a crowd, I don't know, you say no more about us, and what I say, they will switch up upon the Bible. I use Papa. Nico divided, dear, excellent, 100%. Yes, to be a yanas, warrior. But you was operate, as I got my use in the Bible. But because I said, Daddy, one was I then say, no, one job to marry. So God the women the figure and accept everything. See, I'm not say easy because it is about us a bracket here. After because element to mana. Say pay the only was on to soon and amount of about what year twice. You see final judgment. He was bold enough to take that step. Oh, many are good. I respect. I said, but was bold enough. So you see because about bracket here. What the guys have to defeat in that way? They do this what you say it's about say in the east balance a bracket said the east because I step forward near with that step. Yeah, bro. I don't know when I got baby. David. Hey, madam. And I want to mean because I'm running what I say. It's about never because the authentic results now, but then I will say they do on my who say yes. Say they do on my say yes, you know, but we hope for the best. That's it. We hope for our best. Yeah. That's the best is video social media. And then this modest attack come can be video in video. That is I know. You are accepted step na papa doctor will take you no. He was bold enough, right? Mid-year, for baby dear. Because 70%. That time. So to maybe the have him, minutes have boldness, you know. I been making that speech. See, we first about me for him. Yeah. I am a hammer con yet. Yeah. Sadly, you make a correct. I'm calling you say you are con yet. Could himself be doing him. And about me, so I drink Ghana for him. It's Ghana for some of my boys and the Babamia. All those who were loose dear. Name why you miss your Juma. Why drink Ghana for him. So I bet you to book or name when one maybe. Oh, I don't know money, baby. Oh, Mimi who video the cry. Nanado, Ecase, you didn't know your dad, your Benasam. Are you sure? Ah, she says a computer is to make a voice. Madame, really, so far as I'm about to say, you computer call you. So far as another voice, dear, and the was another about the because I am kind. You had a child to be the two mamma, so say, you 2 4 conquest, and you could see, you know. Who to be about Mahama in the movie? What you didn't come about Mrs. Nanum, minimum who be who film book or is like a bit more quotidian. Now I'll share he expressed in another and said then also media mini headquarters will be. I found a speech I heard Dr. Elijah Mama Dubaumia at the Mayan and I feel no a second so a time the change and I say behind every society man there is a woman. Indeed, she is a woman or supporting the Kuno 100%. Now, you call a Prophet Victor Kose Boate, founder and
The one who made a mistake. I will not give the blame to God. God is true and every man is a liar. When it comes to God, I will prefer to be the liar for God to be the true one. But that doesn't end it all. Tell your neighbor, it doesn't end it. We mama mejain kom sheshe. We nebe mama koshem kompaye. I think I've known God so much, and I'm not the first prophet who has encountered this. Isaiah encountered it, Jehoshaphat encountered it, and so in life, that is how it is. God at times will have to let everybody know that you are human and He's God. Regardless of how much God uses me, I am man and God is God. And so let us get it right. God never made a mistake. If there was any mistake, I was the one who made a mistake. And I'm human, and that's not the first time. But there is something so strong in my heart that says that He knows what He is doing. And I may not understand it, you may not understand it, but I believe that He never gets it wrong. Tell about 5 people that God never gets it wrong. This is not the end of the world. We are continuing. And this is not an indicator that when God speaks to me, I will not tell you. Because the things that He has done through me, some of you wouldn't have been where you are, but God through this same prophetic grace brought you here.
I have say a year Prophet Victor Kusi Boate after Abatuono, a friend say Dr. Alhaji Muhammad Bekasa Wiye and I feel no so Andrea Sunday and also go a car on us with them. So only do who ye and or can ye. Yen fan say Nyakopo and Kanokre no ye nipano in Chantro. But I know they try say Obejai a year prophecy mad tebi own jai prophecy ma I feel crampono and Obema na Cassie and then a Cassie. Papa na de pe papa can ye.
Oh papa no Caso papa.
Yes, I'm a sorry or auntie.
Sa some perspective social dance mote.
Say
Sa papa na wa miss me perspective bim.
Papa say
what about so be papa obenim no ahwe inside just to benya
I say your name papa na say
papa do da you papa o ya papa oh say to na
papa papa can is my spiritual father do you can
you na wo we have spiritual father mo go be a prophet Kusi Boate bia ye friend Kusi Boate
enti do can then
papa o mi e se ade rokai nani na wo omani na wo omani na wo
eni wo ni den
na asema bekai umu ara musi nyame le ya kire mu ana nza no muka amusi bo sam le ya kire mu ana o musi nyame Ejafi afa obeka se nyankopon de waka na mimmum na medani ewrad.
Oh say God doesn't make a mistake. Nyankopon no mistake. E bia na mfum so ni free wondo.
E bia se kasem. So for back as e bia. Kasem fo so ni free me. Nyankopon ka de NDC ni benya. Na e comment di minti.
Oh David. Papa de command no pa. Papa ne de command no.
Wa ka ti do na no sa na se.
No say le share command ni say.
Me say o say Ghana on. What dey? Say prophecy e be ba mako. Nyakopo akatua be ba sa Kusi Boate no so no. Onyina yi.
Ade.
Bible kraka o say otiri kwasiafo bo hye. E wo ba onimpa o interpretation no. Na wa ba ku fa do be da ye. Say wo so wo ba wo de na katua. Enye se na katua ko besi aso da kese e de ama Nyakopon. Wait be ne Kusi Boate mo. Ye de ade na hye mo sase mo nya mo ane.
There is no one. Did you know the reason? Who knew the reason? Reason now, because reason. There is no one.
Reason baby now. What is kind of your reason, baby?
Oh, I just kind of so reason. Ben attach so more to me, and then I say my maybe sir.
Then attach.
Yeah.
Bibi attach. What is kind of we?
That is no more to me.
Okay, to send me. Now, if you are for the contract, I blame me. Send me go you coin. No, because say the best one. Me say $1 million. Who am I 2 years? Me say I. It's a dear baby that for the expensive more. Magis can have you to call about some mayor quino, as a mayor. $58 million to foundation keke. Hey, now the book moves here and great channel. Mr. Kusi Boate in one train. So, what's you? Nelson Lemaitre, we are social media, you so be out. Yen Guinness, yes, so be an Boba. This 2025 is so many one total revolution. But better make a friend papa na. Do ni no o hye me so. Your friend papa na. Baby abeko bia ma de webumti. E na de so mumti kwa. Make a sam in the maker. Nani na ewu. Ka chere se me say nani na ewu. Mo na mo ya ma do betima dada mu.
Obi anda do obi.
Enye ke so wa na di. O ye nta ka se nyakobo nye mistake no na e mistake be no aye o make chere mistake be.
And the send on
mistake ben also why
and all
can credit chere no say Muhammad benya e no be dane no
and I need to make sure
e ya kom e na se binya se ni bi enso no obewe
o fiti hye kom nyene o enyene
e ko de kabi wu
our prophecies na sorry about one from the one o the trace the CN so and this time around ne nim the koba ya etimi yes
wa hefo be wo misrawo ye nka no kore
say the say na ye nyina ye
na be di matam no krenti me so be start di matam Ghana from pe no kore etimi say so unim no the prophecy bi o ka ya abema
a lot of prophecies
me nka say lot wo de ma me just ba ko pese na me nka ma ntum.
So when you're fan, so won't see.
Who are the fan? I don't believe
you don't believe him, so there's no way I'll believe him.
I believe I do. Oh, I believe we are only. Don't trap on Omuni. In so close to community. I quite fast to so close to community. Also, I prophet is so close to Pierre de Maunani. Open up so close. Omuni, Nani now. Me follow be a prophet cross this so say boba o dey say list e no mugusoro do say vivi de gwa de bobo do say vivi na one hand ni no e be do this so some of the video e be do this so panel ngo pani o we dey be say na o reme a on fa che be adu ni die social media me nyo bi ni ho me sofo ni ho me konfo ni ho me ni obi a
e wan sem na okay
me say e do say vivi na one hand ni no e be do this so say start free to ho na dey ba and we prophet ku si boatin na sama me tefa no graph about no na me ni evidence nti man ka bi it's alleged me the make it's alleged but paper go pa ko bi fie pa sa so ko ye ni pop ni pop
enye no kre
sa na me say me na me yi mani no me ba say me cheche me se so e be ma o nye se wo se Yakobo na afre na onkume. Yes, as all come on 2025. When one make social media.
Because I bet me the paper na me order room.
So a prophet. I Yakobo na afre na me papa na me say me there no. All come on 2025.
Listening, Bonnie Yanko. We do number 3. But then any Yanko.
Me ba say you try to find man na me nyane so. What is sahan woni na ni hu we did.
Where you need? Where near Papa the Hazuka. If you are Sibophobia, a man said that Abua. Can you quite?
Never will as I look at my wounding. I don't say Messalino. Obias no, your bear said the Messia for your Fiabukiano.
When they?
Or maybe them one on no.
Ah, where are some of talk?
One of on it. The Bonnie and the Trans so. Wait, I put you free at tie your other way. Where is awful?
Patrol.
Where is awful?
Patrol.
Where is awful?
Patrol.
What's awful? Hey, Madam, Mr. Many more. Do also have for God house of becoming manual tune or unity.
The great Aruga.
500 fast and prefer so one day beautiful one. Moving the great beauty from so. Mukapani Dimra, the
Professor Azuka.
No, I walk over because the to Azuka and Mama, dear Ediaka.
Patrol. Patrol.
Then the type when said, Baumian and the hot and the quad to you. Who got Azuka solid walk to you? Yes, I walk. Yes, I walk. Yes, I walk.
The great Hazuka, a sacrifice I will make here at the Maya Bawumbiana, as a MPP and Manukono, a day before election, and Famra.
body accommodation. Friends, you are home. Ayaya, you are Benasisa. Ayanta, you are Kanyanku. Antoine, Subi, Ofe, Osom, Osonche, Asiopo, Bensi. So I'm more Santimani, we are no man Ghana. The amount money being in a moment. Supon, we are almost so. Can you top of four? Hey! Sir, I'm very well now. We can't do it. Home, I'm a Mokasa. That's now who from Kotuama. That's not the one to Uncle. Your Kotimama Mahama, Uncle Timaba. Your Kotimama Mahama, Uncle Timaba. Your Kotimama Mahama, Uncle Timaba. That is the Susu. Sadia Batiana. The Nipana Dadia Yam, or Nusa Yam, or Didia Yam, or Sra Yam, or Sia Boswa Yam, or Jason Susa Yam. Sunsway, Aqua Makua Fitted, the new Kukoda, may you walk for Musabi Mus, and Menurai, a Susu, and Musum, Labimbio, Labi Babo, Bibi Baba, Labigo. Bye. Unsomo. That's enough. When you're on way to my Sunsway. 2 me, when you're on way to my Sunsway. 2 me, Sunsway. 2 me, Sunsway. 2 me, Sunsway. Have you? So young, so you too. That's enough. That's enough. Tori pampi sua ono mamba unya ni tabi dia oni di mamba unya bi sire a oni di mamba aso kwa bompai e de anya mpa ye nko Yesu ni ma so ni ma na mo ni pa yo de on tabla wa so ni ye bre tabla na nkra bia anye fe on so ji for bi ti Sunsway that's now I just there no my come from 2 years. I hear, but all my shaman, I say, that's someone I'm with you, man. Did you with this? So, mamma. Na Solomon real pie bono. That is so the say or
sacrifice our year Edema Dr. Alhaji Muhammadu Bawumia a day before election no papa na ebuburo yetenity yekogun sa wa bene ho ye ne manema to ebuburo ba kono ekoriem then na work afa ho ana afi wo ye we nyina bat de okan so entimi anye de ambem then na work afa ho
na de buburo kokunu no so o de Mahama Luso na say
I don't know there sacrifice and my
na what ka say hum you say de buburo eba power
I said buburo ya boy powerful
oh powerful
on the name dey tell so we shouldn't go there see on the name dey tell there buburo sacrifice no
there abofo na dia the movie na we da buburo bi besi Yesu Kristo abetime boa e na da no buburo bay ebi quantity eba animoja en France no e ko de omo ya le diabetes am say de we de buburo ba power ama fo sie na ntue eku na ntue akese do to say wuwu tie buburo ti say
obiane ni way of doing it
me say we ni mo no de ni ehuna ofo ko fi pages na Ghana Any those who have been.
And then one some say
Say for the could be as a people. So I been a committed about me. We practice a woman about could finish a friend with you. But we are going to have an amap and a coffee page as we over one damon as a Odin Babagana. Really. It's the new. Do the mountain who you need.
Yeah. Aye, need to move you on. Move you on.
Who just look at you?
Aye.
Friday. It may be a yes, I could know.
It's a problem. You'll be able to GD also want to make condemn you, BGD. But I need a honor was a say, I Madam Tana, Mr. Missouri, Yalia Penazuka, the Jacob Bulgaria, and the Rivers and Yalia. I quarreled on social media in the near front. Sagana for him in Bulgaria as an American. It's Japan and Komazuka, Obebas and Yaliana. May say, and then I learned what's an intimate simple now. About 2 years, Professor on my arm. What did you do? What about me? I'm a power. A good brother was in the way. And then I walk some a sacrifice, then I walk a farm. I don't miss him. I don't know you know now. Sagana will be to look for a Apotoria Eswa. Na what in the Bassi, not the Bunny Chumuko, Emuko, no body panidim, no body Nipadi, we are not go to two form, not that shall no see. We are maybe our Wabo Debia, Dr. Baumia, made the Mahama, and I said from India, Power, a month of Coco to it. Nina uses them. It will be a way our being. Oh, madam, we will be a way our being. To be any way of spirituality. Now, when you say, oh, I had about power, and I have a question or no. Honest, fast. After I know, oh, yes, to some about me. Well, no, cousin, when you say I have to be what you on the casual. Ah, well, come, Nayani, you one is the way you says halfway. Only way. I am not doing what www.forwardudidi.com. Oko site well, woman in a deal. Open now more. A demo was a watch out to Jazukadi. Ade. What to make for the movie? Madam, some men Mahama, can so that we good no. Sakamene Mahama, and I know we. Dear, don't know what I will say. Who the 31st baby? Call Elizabeth Sumho. Elizabeth Sumho. We are so better to be power. Now we are assembly my government assembly man. Only Kenya say assembly man also be Kenya say assembly man. What to me? Nti e ka de kra Ghana for mo me e ka de kra. Omu ani ni ehu ma ye hu omu ani no ma bin no. Omu kasa mi se mi nka bi. Ko mi se me fom de say obe ka mato. Ba we wo de mi se ka be man ko aka 1 hour. E ka meye na mi na paso. E nya sa de no wa ha. Ntia Eda me say omu ma bin ne de omu kasa me fa okra mi nka bi. Ano se ntiachire me din na so me kakra bu goto dwum. Ba we mu de omu ba o 10 times o meti esuelka eti madam ade na o ye de de na bi nim ubisa me de bi maka afa ho me ya go bi na no do social media so sana wo hu sana me hu no na sunsun sem bi anim ada na sunsun sem bi anim me na me wo na me say ade na wo mu nya ni dina na o de da mu no eti mu hu say o yesu sun sem ma ai ba omia obi abro fail me by force. Papa na yanko Ghana for no allegation. Ghana for no allegation. Na mto ka say emfa politics. Me say anwade obetimi aye elso de pages ebeba Ghana sa so timi ade a how they on one lie. So you move to the next prophecy about the election. No one do. Hey, baba ya bedo meme. Nya do mi wura oni subi. Prophet one, the nation's prophet. Ono de ono so Efie kan ye NDC enye Nsem ano masa prophecy no. Wobwa. Sese. Wobwa. Wo de na adwin ne kan. E wo den ho. Opa bo ko ma bo ti beka se ono na de ma ba pa wobwa. Se de na adwin no really obi e say 8 years. Na me tell me say go for omu ni hwe. So go mo bibia go mo video mu say eh dey about me ntimi ma mahama na de beba so check no 8 years no me dey 8 years kwa wura hunhun a dey ti ama mahama ba ne say omu nyina yesirimfo ade na ye simple calculation bo ma omu nyina yesirimfo
into Muhammad ahom ye said there be ene ewo ba umia obeto Muhammad system ni 1 ene 2 Muhammad say yin ni chen akra wo fi a yemfa yesipani wo fi a yemfa hinye koma akra se de nim sa be no ahom omudi ase mo se omubodu akra na omudi ase to a ebebu abo no ne dua na nyam sa de tie ntamafo de na mo de knife ekoto aba na se ni nyina omunyina calculation ahom ni ekoma Muhammad in favor of wanyini.
That is to you and us.
Who netia?
Who could do him? Who could do him?
Baby, I'm a quadruno. Men, I'm going to send me a small boy. Baby, I'm a madame now. Maybe that's prophet.
I won't accept here.
Woman, I accept Muhammad. Someone.
So I won't accept. I said to the master for it to be a member of prophecies. If anything, I hear nation's prophet, who you know. I
said, backwards to make kind. And also saw the Muhammad. Yes, I know. I support the better to be kind.
So the name
I got serious. And I saw the number.
And I'm parents who are
normal midwaba Libya. We knew whom midwabo, a normal ETS na. Unsaid they are ETS, a coup for the free so. Next government beba. A calculation muye. It was a good year. May say, well, one year now, so they were in a room. And I didn't what. A physical midwaba Libya.
Yeah, I got your prophecy now, man, no, previously about the election, no, and from.
Na Mr. Can be able to ya so for be can be obi anyedi abane ya tobia ya bubonwe ya dia konya na me yewra mama
the nation prophet one. This is the
anu tina me ta ka se ababio.
That's right.
Yewra jo mama ababio ya makan obetima record de ato.
Yes.
Bibi entimi sisa de onyame na me so aka
Guys,
me na me catch
the prophet one.
MPP sumuntie ne Bona me yina dia mo mabika kandada afia shase na Mr. Can be able to ya so for be can be obi anyedi abane ya tobia ya bubonwe ya dia konya na me yewra mama
the nation prophet one. This is the
anu tina me ta ka se ababio.
That's right.
Yewra jo mama ababio ya makan obetima record de ato.
Yes.
Bibi entimi sisa de onyame na me so aka
Guys,
me na me catch
the prophet one.
MPP sumuntie ne
If I'm not sure, say, my prophet one, the nation's prophet, the 2 Jano, or the 2 Jano, Enyane, or Becayano, Enyane, and then it's soon, then I in your Kayana Nabem. I only poker say about 1 year, 2 years, yeah, the boy, we are not say, yeah, they declare. Na ye musa papa na yedai aba besi akunya ne so ampara yesi me declare but yenya ye hu say my friend say John Mahama and Asabre no over bedi o man so as a president.
Because the president John Dramani Mahama.
Yeah, sorry. President John Dramani Mahama. Enti no ada Roma. Pede papa kan ye no abemu.
Oh, wa try. Wa ya de. Ko bebre na so fo bebre na ne akonfo ene ebibu class ye from spiritualist akofo ma ya me wo bebi mu firi. Omu nyina ba kike bi bebre ebi dia bem. Ebi amem etisa wakoye sofo kase yi neso tiba hyenkom amana ba mu dia ene efa ba bi ne bebo na ba so se waben nemu senka amamu dia obika pense mo kan ni nyina so saa ne tie
yeah you declare about
president jo mama wanya dada by up to now no kasa yisi ma bonti
yeah
tutim se ense no kan ne die tumefa ne se obi a 90%.
I don't know man 100% in the prayer when I was there.
And I'm just a real no. You see young boy. And I your mama, President Mama, in your fancy so. In your Denisi so dia and your humanity. The same look as I said, Kufa, that's your president too. Unless you're the Denisi dia and the same prophet or Pamboka in a Beconia Cocobona, but not to see a crowd. Sequan keep it my way some day. Eddie man wayadi on what jubilate or jubilate back of that video no later sir we jubilate any jubilation kitwa or otene more coba ne ade na so for kitwa no so edi na chi na say e be wakọ video no but any say yeah so jubilation do we humadi no eh no class abele kan say do you humadi no do you humadi ne papa ne san kwa so wanyinu ana be wakọ to amana afie no onti so dibo mani bi the wako to amana fe no nti so di bom njene ne jubilate awofata
yeah
because I can mama hey hey ede ka wa wudi mai afrifa ngwonya no so wo afrifa
yeah
enya afrifa kwa Ghana fo nya no ntinani a agi nyina oh mebo na baso wa ya de pa wa ya de
yeah Jacob, your next prophecy about the election, no one do whatever ma.
Opambo na.
Ne oh okay jubilee yanko share no famra. Yanko share no famra pa because na ne age pa yi.
Nation prophet no. Nation no. Yeah,
the nation prophet. Nation prophet. Nation prophet. Nation prophet.
Never said the nation's prophet say na a jubilate and then I sorry for na said na so from Ketuano on when yaji esan say prophet or the buyer no etina ede abemu ede amanu nipa ya dia o say ye papa na on jubilation there course no
jubilation e die
yeah
na bukan ofata wo na de ba ku bia wo ye na mfata se nyame nipa na se hunhum nipa wo ye wo de baboti be ka yesi boi ade mi chiri kura ade ahon kura chiri
de ba de
so be tu ska wa bonten
oh say no one way of doing this
wo di susum na nam wo oni hu wo say wo de bim edi for na be kas ba magana ko ya de wo di dira na kasa no
mini him bi
wo bi
your person or you know
and that happens so you there uni hu o say last you oh e do to night club e no tell say we betimi akọ ba so be ko night club na akọ tu skegu ho e bia wo tikem na wo tu skegu obi betimi afra wo e bia ko na okopre no nya 20 cedi
so we don
and no just about it bo and no the plaster bo
na so focus on na
e do video na OPF free ho no nipa na ho no yesay nka betimi asi scanegu ka mu oh je uwia silence no to ka na ka ukọ we sade nkwa na sade we
obi o ni wo so you to me ka say wa anya ni ya na say dai
maso di ono sunsun ya nya ni sa wo
ye nka sunsun bia
na sunsun
ni bia o ye so twa so eno ano de me patron say penny prophecies per the jubilation na make am say ya kama
ni jambo so no
me the prophecy
na make to say me ne ya 100%.
That is what I want to
me ne ya jubilation do say do opa go person you kumase bia also bia man kwa no ye ba sa de ne kakra na wo ye no na me papa na me ne nya adwen
me mejaje no wo yenti me
bia nya je ya kare kre ye no kare kwa wa je dipa
da do if I not to change the prophecy afofele eno ani na ya kan ah na sure say ya ko comment in so ya ba na ya to so e was the next person is so ohene opoku say opambo glory be to God Ako George when are you gonna talk to Nana Usu very soon don't worry Nana Kumasi TV we are getting bored of their cha-cha prophecy fantastic TV she wasn't laughing she always has an enthusiastic face I noticed that once oh ni me no coffee dictionary be home me no want to say before that fantastic because Samira has always had that cheerful looking face I know what you are talking about and I noticed that too but I've not noticed that she has always she has always that.
That's what you mean.
But I have noticed that she has always had that face everywhere she goes.
And then yesterday, baby will do a address.
What to me, Major Homuna.
I never say baby will do a address.
And then say, Diabana, baby. Now, this one, Darby and Tissa in the Sardiano. Hey,
and also, as a man, I would many man. Instead of being also Kufado Casa, Rebecca Jetcher was reader.
So, someday you're best sorry. Oh, smiling, I can't smile.
Rebecca. My
brow, be in the face, be in the face, be on my serial. But
I can't questions I know yet.
Ojayima, watching you from Obuasi. In fact, Azuka and Agrada and almost today are not that we want to make Casa King. Because why do you invite the person to come to the show? This person to come to the show. Max was saying he came early as that to avoid disgrace. Yeah.
Kusibu ati no kan.
David. Wait, and Maxwell, he came early as so like Dr. Baud me abegina o kasa ye no. So kasa na kan wo so obeka say. Wo kasa ni kwa so obeka say until say easy meka e made the class ah. Okay. Wo kasa ni kwa so obeka say until say easy made the class ah. And I maybe can sure say what's up because we are making a decision. And the kasa oba early because of person avoiding disgrace. That is it.
Ghana the time nipa na ba be nyansa de say also avoid disgrace.
What can I say?
Was about any wonti e do ba ya so de be ni won kan just aro person kire.
Senti na oba.
It don't
any opinion.
Would be me ka do kire fancy. Ade ba mi ayi nyansa de pa no wa ye no. It is one na nya adwen.
So links on so the laughing emoji be about sister cause why from this guy I wonder me Ghana ni sister cause from me Ghana ni
me to abani bi me Ghana ni
take this guy away
I'm not family ko
one it was
so social media hana video ni hana more interest wo
okay social media guy
waka sem papa.
Okay.
Social media
guy no I can send me the fire or be the pop be the.
I know go
sa code e hon.
Kwa we mu na ka ho.
Yan ko say social media guy dey sem no e famra.
Mr. Muwei a quick one. Wa wonim sa code bia me kire Ghana nwumtuni sa code. When sending message we no. It is confirmed say ex-president John Mahama, Yura John Dramani Mahama, wako opposition 8 years. Esanyeba power no onu na the president elect na John Mahama eba power die menim say wo mo mudani mum e wo kurom ha wo ma no mu ntimi nkasa entimi ntwire bibia wo social media no wo mo bebre na benya no akasa bio na me din kan asend this message we amasa akwade say throughout these 8 years sa akwade ambo wa wo kurom ha sa akwade ambo nyum yete ha ena 2020 ye kwa akoto aba ena okokoto nyum eka kire ye se ye ma na nanto aso ye wie sa election na nipa 8 awu sa akwade anka ho asem inflation asigana sa akwade anka ho asem aban we de sika $58 million ekoto amina se o si cathedral sa akwade anka ho asem Bank of Ghana boka 60 billion sa akwade anka ho asem aban we betu ka 122 billion omo be bobe 500 billion ye ka eko 1 trillion failed promises de bia metro sa challenge we wa wo constituency wa one district one factory ne ba kwa wo ho ye adwuma ni party mu ye adwuma twa be kire ye wa agenda 111 hospital ne bi wo krom ya twa be kire ye eye adwuma ne twa be kire ye wa wo constituency receive $1 million ne bia no twa ebe den ebe kire ye when you na failed promises by Nanado ne Baumia in 8 years, o ma suppress nipa, sa akwade ambo wa wo krom ha, obia ye din. And it's akwade John Mahama eba back to power. Next year, January 7th, ye de nibesi akonwa so. John Mahama ba, sa adepa kwasu, adepa nkwasu, shana wan tunyum, sa wate. Mun send message we ma sa akwade say, sa akwade nim, na se otunyum wa John Mahama pen we su ti say senior propaganda. Okoko ye inflation ekoko ka tro kan sembebre no yan ne be chia yam wo krom ha sa akwade listen to us very well sa adum so ene sa nsem na okika kika nsem akese na okika fa wonyum ho a ende yesi kwa release nyum a won fi ye no 1 fee for 8 years nka wanu tum ade pawo ade boni ekoso wo mahama pensua na aban mu a eba ya
EC Jane Mesa ababetena say yankoni yekotie ne declaration ne nsema odima on my Ghana no embra.
Now I go to the commission members. Here with us is commission member Professor Peter Apiahene. Also here at the high table we have commission member Hajia Salima Sani Muhammad. The one who said the prayer is a commission member, and she is Reverend Ikia Ufori-Boateng. Thank you. I'm told the EU ambassador to Ghana is also here. And the director of USAID is also here. I would like to introduce another commission member, Ms. Ajua Isiama Abrefa. And now I go to the executive commissioners. At the high table, we have Deputy Chair in charge of Corporate Service, Dr. Bosman Eric Asare. Deputy Chair in charge of Operations, Mr. Samuel Tete, is also here with us. And the chairperson, the returning officer, Mrs. Jane Adukwe-Mensah, is here. In addition, I would like to acknowledge some few people here. Reps of the National Peace Council, representative of domestic observer groups. I can see Mr. Ayin here, the national coordinator of CODIO, reps of other international observers, members of both local and international press and media houses. Shall we see your hands? The local and international press houses with us. And last but not the least, I would like to acknowledge the supporting staff, members of the security services, as well as the members of the ambulance services that were able to come on short call. Thank you very much for coming. And now, the reason why we are here. I have the singular honor to cede the podium or the mic to the chairperson of the Electoral Commission and the returning officer for the presidential elections, Madame Jane Mensah.
Should I go to the podium? Better to go to the podium. A good evening to all of you, our distinguished guests. To God be all the glory. Great things he has done, and greater things he will do. We thank the good Lord for making it possible for us to witness this day. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been 48 hours since the close of polls on Saturday, the 7th of December, 2024. The voters of Ghana have spoken. They have expressed their choice at the polls, and that choice will today be upheld by the Electoral Commission of Ghana. As a commission, we have fulfilled our vowed aspiration to imbibe transparency, accountability, inclusiveness, and responsiveness at the heart of all our operations. And I can confidently say that with the help of God, we have fulfilled these aspirations and the expectations of the citizenry. We have conducted elections that are credible, fair, transparent, and peaceful. Elections that have ensured that the will of the people as expressed at the polls. The elections that have guaranteed that every vote counts. As a country, we take pride in the fact that our electoral processes, initiated since 1992, uphold and guarantee the voter's choice. We take pride in the fact that the voter's choice, as expressed at the polls, is sacrosanct. Ladies and gentlemen, the last 4 years have been spent in injecting and infusing 4 key elements into every aspect of our work. And those elements are transparency, accountability, responsiveness, and inclusiveness. As such, we started the year poised and ready to conduct credible elections. We were conscious that elections were an event and not a process. This resolve led us to undertake several transformational decisions, including the re-exhibiting of the Provisional Voters Register for the first time in our history, when concerns were raised about its credibility, as well as opening up the IPAC meetings to the citizenry by allowing the live coverage of all IPAC meetings. Indeed, the decisions to re-exhibit the Provisional Voters Register to allow a further review by political parties and the citizenry, as well as the demystification of the IPAC meeting, has helped diffuse the tensions that were brewing around the Provisional Voters Register. Ultimately, those 2 decisions restored the confidence of the citizens in the Voters Register and cemented Ghana's peace. Again, in the spirit of responsiveness, when complaints were made about the 50 persons charged voters for the verification of their registration details online, the Commission waived the fee and allowed voters to verify their details at no cost. In line with our determination to ensure the credibility of the 2024 election, when the Commission received information of the leak of a single defaced ballot paper, the Commission acted swiftly and destroyed ballots for both Western and Eastern regions. This bold determination and this bold decision was based on our determination to uphold the integrity of the election at all costs. In less than 1 week, the Commission printed new ballot papers for both regions and went on to successfully hold the special voting 2 days ahead of the main election. As a Commission, our singular message to our teams at all levels has been clear. It is that our mandate is not to make anyone a president or a member of parliament, but rather to conduct and undertake credible and transparent elections and electoral processes which uphold the voter's choice and lead to acceptable and peaceful electoral outcomes. Today, our resolve has paid off. We have conducted elections that are fair, elections that are free, elections that are credible, elections that are transparent, elections that are peaceful, and elections whose outcomes are acceptable by all. So transparent are our processes that any interested political party, media house, or citizen could collate with near precision the results of the election, attesting to the resilient and robust processes built over the years. And we witnessed this with the concession of the Vice President, even before the declaration of the results by the Electoral Commission. Ladies and gentlemen, the testimonies on election day also attest to the efficient, robust, and resilient processes we put in place. Many citizens testified to the seamless processes they witnessed at the polling stations. The average time spent at the polling station was around 5 minutes compared to several hours and several minutes prior to the 2020 election. Citizens also attested to the efficiency of the biometric voter devices, the biometric verification devices employed to ensure that every man has one vote. The system worked efficiently and ensured that the voter who registered was indeed the person who voted. We are confident that the 2024 election will further cement trust in our electoral processes and reduce the suspicions that typically characterize elections on the continent. At this juncture, I would like to thank all of you who journeyed with us to ensure the success of the 2024 election. To our staff, both permanent and temporary, we say, Ayiko, you have worked hard, put in long hours, plowed the field, and done the spade work at the risk of your own lives to bring us a successful outcome. Our hearts go out to our staff who were manhandled during this time. We wish you well, and we ask the good Lord to bless all of you. To our media partners who have journeyed with us and enabled us to bring the commission to the doorstep of every Ghanaian, we say thank you. To the Ghana Police Service and to our partner, the National Peace Council, we say Ayiko. We thank all of you, the good citizens of Ghana, who have believed in us and allowed us to serve you. To our dear families and friends who have journeyed with us every step of the way, we thank you for your support, your prayers, your encouragement, and your advice. We are conscious that we could not have achieved this success without the help of the Almighty God, our anchor, without whom we could have done nothing. We remain eternally grateful, and I say thank you, Jesus. To all our observers from the ECOWAS, from the African Union, from the ECONEC, from the Commonwealth Secretariat, from the West Africa Elders Forum, supported by the Good Luck Jonathan Foundation, from the National Peace Council, from CODEO, from the Association of African Election Authorities, from the European Center for Election Systems, from International IDEA, from Manso Institute, IDEG, and to electoral commissioners from election management bodies in Africa, namely Uganda, Gambia, Kenya, Liberia, we say thank you for your support. We wish you all Godspeed back home. As the returning officer for the presidential election and in fulfillment of my mandate as enshrined in law, I will now declare the outcome of the 2024 election. It is important to note that per Regulation 63.3 of the 1992 Constitution of Ghana, the winner of the presidential election must obtain at least 50% plus 1 at the polls to be declared the winner of the election. We have collated the presidential results from all 16 administrative regions, of which 267 of the 276 constituencies have been captured. We have not been able to receive results from 9 constituencies because our offices have been besieged by political party supporters, making it impossible to complete the collation process. That notwithstanding, the presidential results from the 267 constituencies, including the newly created Guan constituency, clearly established the winner of the 2024 presidential election. Simply put, even if all the votes from the 9 constituencies were added to the candidate who placed second, it will not change the outcome of the election. It is important to note that the Commission will update the records on receipt of the presidential results from the 9 outstanding constituencies. Ladies and gentlemen, now to the results of the 2024 presidential election. And the results will be announced based on the positions of the presidential candidates on the ballot. Mahamadou Bawumia of the NPP obtained 4,657,304, being 41.61%. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. of the GCPP obtained 16,673, being 0.15%. Christian Kwabena Andrews of the Ghana Union Movement obtained 16,461, being 0.15%. Kofi Apalu of the LPG obtained 5,219, being 0.09%. Mohamed Frimpong of the National Democratic Party obtained 4,413, being 0.04%. Nana Akosua Frimpong of the CPP obtained 23,397, being 0.21%. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6 million. Let me take that again. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397. And I'd like to repeat that. Mr. John Dramani Mahama of the NDC obtained 6,328,397, being 56.55%. Mr. Hassan Ayariga of the APC obtained 17,461, being 0.16%. Mr. Kofi Kranting, independent candidate, obtained 3,320, being 0.03%. Mr. George Chumberima Edu, independent candidate, obtained 3,091, being 0.02%. Nana Kwame Biediaku, independent candidate, obtained 84,478, being 0.05%. Mr. Alan Kojo Tremanting, independent candidate, obtained 31,202, being 0.28%. The total valid votes cast add up to 11,191,422. Total rejected votes 239,109. Total votes cast 11,430,531. It's important to mention that the total registered voters add up to 18,774,159. And the percentage voter turnout based on the 267 constituencies stands at 60.9%. 60.9% based on the 267 constituencies. And as I mentioned, this does not include the 9 constituencies whose results we are yet to receive. Ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned earlier, results from the 9 constituencies are still as outstanding. The 9 constituencies are Ewutu Senya East, in Sawam, Aduajiri, Akwetia, Suhum, Techiman South, Domi Kwabenya, Ablekuba North, Ahafo Anon North, and Damango. The total registered voters in all 9 constituencies add up to 947,116. In the event that all the valid voters from the 9 constituencies above voted for the candidate who placed second, the total number of votes he would garner would be 5,604,420, representing 46.17% of the total valid votes, which would have been 12,138,538. The inclusion of the outstanding constituencies would have given the leading candidate 52.13%, which is still greater than the 50% plus 1 required to be declared a winner. And so even with that scenario, he's clearly the winner of the 2024 election. In the light of the above, ladies and gentlemen, I have the singular honor as the returning officer of the 2024 presidential election to declare His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as the winner of the 2024 presidential election and the President-elect of the Republic of Ghana with a total percentage of 56.55%. Congratulations, sir. It is finished. Thank you very much.
Declare my president-elect, President John Dramani Mahama. Let me say, you're born in the campaign, and you're in the money jubilate or them, but I say, I want to hold the and I mean, who ye, but all the same, no, or your president, into you are coming back to a year, a name. Kobe, that I want to know.
Oh, Mama, Trimude de Bienu. As a result,
let's one pay.
No, Pagas would do better or Cameron. 8 years ago, some the quad down one boho. Oh no, you don't know, Mamu go from Namo Dagana fast. What I will last said here. I said about Atoye.
Oh,
the attitude is a set of our Dramano. So when I the Ghana foot me yem up to about Amosi. A quad of Mamma pass over jubility and India and Menukrini. Many. I said, minimum the Sabia is your delay the Kamubi. So let us say, buy a beer room.
I was encouraged. So then, the mom will just say, oh, you're winning. I'm the president of Ghana. Oh, but no, you're president, no. President.
But Ghana for so I had a medium. The whole Ghana food, I say, Mark from X. Let's say, your mama person said, we relationship was like for X. And
now I trend never. I say, so go back to your ex. So go back to your ex. I cost your pokia, I call the first one, Nuja, and ye. It is Sandra. Why? You say, Mama, say, Anna. I'll go back to your ex. I'm a call. Midlafidia Soka, a call for some Ninja, and ye. You say, quite also to be called X and the Mini X, mini one, and a minino. And the media may call the humanity. Ejumane Sidia na try said ye isi aka ne nyina no ye ne hweka bia mi ye kona ye nkotie Reverend Owuso Bempa o Sinyankopon e de wo man no ahye eye President John Dramani Mahama sa bibia ntimi ensesa no ye nkotie e ho no enfama abra o ka say ex vice president ontimi e meye president ontimi medi nkotie ho no enfabra
ha mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa MPP mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa mo challenge me ha mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa MPP mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa mo challenge me ha mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa MPP mo bɛhwe ɛbɛ mo nwa mo challenge me
oh Reverend Owuso Bempa say mo be wi e be ye mo wan mo challenge me na try say nsem a ye papa editu dwa e wo ye na sorry dem wo no enti de gada ye ni nyina information say gada ye ni nyina no ana ye be so mo ene day me ne papa na then na wo ke twa to na ye so
no bibi ka comment section ho
ade
Sister Coast music o se hwan mestre na Sister Coast adia me chiri wo mi wiase kura na wo ye no
ade
odi ekoko kan ma hwefo ntibi wadawro ma mesre o se kwan da
me pacho
na me na kameso be po acho me
me pacho
me nya ni shu kan be so kan na ka hwefo egudi enko aye ade tire so yesa
oh train
we ni bia ye mfe na kwa wo
o ka kwa
me dia kwa bo se be fa se be bia ya kwa wo na oba bia ya kwa egudi enka betimi akan a wo de me nya na ma kwa
so you guy
me a guy
so what is wrong with
kan wo de me se kan
I said take this guy away. He knows nothing about spirits. Do you know something about spirits?
It's bit much in the Bibiana.
Oh, I want ya
turn up all kind. But was ultimate spell a mede. Mentro. Adia winning menka. Miss Remo for 2025. Sir Suban, yes, Remo, and go to do it in Sadam Sayem. Sadinam do Subana do social media, Mubi Jamunyai. Unimubia and Fenaqua. Mo. Okay, so munni mu a do pebiat me ye no kran we na wo baga na akran panifo se bio okwase na sesa na adwen na realms ni change first ne de obi o sunsun bia ni se first de na eba omi adea etimi sesa na mahama hu akire na okoye fast na odi ba omi so be de ebeto form eti asesofo pani Owuso Bempa wo godo ma o meka na ebi so ye kwa habraha ebi so ye kwa habraha eni hu do ka realms ese bebe Owuso Bempa adu otimi ye bibia wo oso what dem god mpo ba Ghana fo na eni no munim edije se man no okwa habaha onim ne wo ye pa onim ne wo ye in 2025 mesra mu Ghana fo obi ba bodi no beka se wunnim sunsumu a mesra men ka bi udi ye din netie na nka ko ba bi mi de mefutu am de be ma wo mu no ni bibia ka biem
that same I for na say ye de bo be si ase e we na dwumadi ni say do bibia say obeka ye ho ene mo comment ni nyina no na me sure bibia ya kramo